All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of Intoxicating Kitchen. This episode, I'm going to make bacon mushroom chicken thighs. I'm going to do it a little bit different. Most people cook them in a pan, in the oven, or on the stove top. They'll sear them. I'm going to get these seasoned, and I'm going to put them on the grill for about half an hour. So let's get these babies seasoned. I'm going to use some onion powder. Again, as much or as little as you want. Everybody's tastes vary. We like our stuff pretty seasoned. And some garlic. I'm only going to need about 6 chicken thighs for this. As you see, I've got quite a few more. I'm going to cook them up anyways on the grill. See, and I'm using it because we use a lot of chicken salads and stuff throughout the week. Get some salt on there. And my pepper. All right, all seasoned up. Let's go get these put on the grill. See you out there. All right, folks, here we are. Let's get this chicken on the grill. And I'm going to start with this seasoning side down to get that seasoning baked into there. I'm seeing that seasoning side down. I'm probably going to grab my salt, pepper, garlic, and onion and sprinkle the bottom side of that with some seasoning before we flip it. And there you go. We're going to let that cook. We're going to flip it a few times. We're going to let that cook for probably 5-10 minutes and then flip it over and see how it's looking. All right, folks, now we're going to get everything prepped to make our mushroom bacon sauce. We're going to start with our onion. We're going to get everything all chopped up. I'm going to get my onion and I'm going to throw it in my chopper there. I got 1 medium-sized yellow onion. As you can hear, my puppies aren't happy about being locked up right now, but they get right up under my feet. So they are in their room. Get that peel off there. Get my onion. It just makes the work easier on the chopper if you chop it up a little bit first. Again, we're back to all my Pampered Chef stuff. My little cutting board, my chopper. Again, not sponsored, but they do have great products. Then we're going to get this garlic crushed. I have 5 cloves, good sized cloves of garlic. Again, we like garlic, so adjust it if you need. I'm going to get this thrown right in here with my onion. There we go. Get that lid on there. Get that all chopped up. Get that other stuff out of the way. Get that chopped. There you go. All nice and chopped. We're going to set this aside. Next, we're going to do our mushrooms. Let's get this board and onion peel out of the way. Do our mushrooms. I have 8 ounces of mushrooms. These are just baby bells that I'm going to slice up. You can buy them already pre-sliced also if you'd like. You can use white mushrooms, baby bells, whatever you prefer. I've taken these out of their container. I've washed and dried them. And however thick you'd like, I've got them probably about 1/4 of an inch thick. Some of them a little bit thinner. Alright, so there our mushrooms are ready now. I'm going to get this out of here, give my hands a quick wash, and now we're going to get our bacon chopped up. We're going to take about 5 to 7 pieces of bacon, a good 5. I'm going to cook a little bit extra because for some reason the bacon always seems to disappear. And we're going to cut this into about 1/4 inch chunks. Alright, and this is ready to go into the pan. We're going to start with cooking our bacon and our onions and our garlic, our mushrooms, and then we'll show you what else goes in there with the sauce. We'll meet you over at the stove. Alright guys, it's been about 15 minutes. You see they're starting to look nice. We did season that other side. We're going to get these flipped over and I'm going to switch them front to back. I'm getting a nice grill on them. Oops, that one doesn't want to come with its skin. There we go.
You won't focus. I'll manually focus it. Go ahead. Go now.
Alright guys, we've got those all flipped over. We're going to let those cook for about another 10 to 15 minutes and then we're going to pull them off and get our sauce made and stick them in our sauce. Alright guys, our chicken is done, or almost done. We don't want it completely done. We're going to get it off here. We're going to get it in the house, let it rest, and get our sauce made up, and then set our chicken in it. And there we go. Let's get that chicken in. Alright, let's get this sauce started. I've got my pan heating up. I've got that on medium-high heat to get it started. We're going to put in this 5 to 7 strips of bacon all chopped up and get that browned. We're going to turn this down to medium because we don't want that to cook too fast on too high a heat. It'll burn it. Alright folks, our bacon's been cooking for a couple minutes here. You can see it's getting a nice little coat on it. We don't want our bacon to get too crispy crunchy in this. Even if you do like crispy crunchy bacon, you want a nice chew on it. We're going to get our garlic and our onions added into this. Again, that was about 5 good-sized cloves of garlic and 1 good-sized medium yellow onion, all chopped up fine. Give that a nice stir. Get that all mixed up with our bacon. Let that cook down for a couple minutes, and then we're going to add in our mushrooms. Alright folks, it's been about 7 to 10 minutes. You see those onions are cooking down, getting nice and translucent. That bacon's cooking a little more. It's a little bit dry on the bottom of the pan, even with all the bacon. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to throw our mushrooms in there. About 2 tablespoons of olive oil, just so we have enough in there. Get those mushrooms dumped in. And we're going to cook those for probably about 5 to 7 minutes, just till they start to get a little soft, because they'll finish cooking when we add all the cream ingredients in there. Get those nice and mixed up. Give those a little dash of salt and pepper. Alright folks, those mushrooms have been cooking in this mixture for about 5 minutes. They're getting nice and soft. They will finish cooking once we put the chicken in. But let's finish this sauce. You see that nice little crisp on the bottom of the pan? We're going to add a little bit of white wine to deglaze that. That's from that bacon cooking and the onions. We're going to put about 1/4 cup. Just a little bit of white wine in there. And then you want to scrape all that goodness off the bottom so it gets mixed in with your sauce. We're going to turn our heat down a little bit. Just so it gives us a chance to get all that goodness off the bottom. And then we're going to get our other ingredients to mix in for this sauce. We're going to put in 1½ cups of chicken stock, 1½ cups heavy cream. Give that a stir. We're going to also add in a 5-ounce can of coconut cream. Get that all nice and mixed up. To that, we're also going to add a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of onion powder. We've turned our heat down to medium-low. And now we're going to get that chicken put back in here. Remember, we grilled this chicken for about a ½ hour. We're going to put it skin side down. We're going to put about 6 chicken breasts in here. We want to keep them, chicken thighs in here. We want to try to keep them all about the same size so they cook evenly. There we go. They are all in there. We're going to put a lid on this. Check our heat. We are on medium-low, and we're going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes and check it and flip those chicken thighs over. All right, folks, it's been about 20 minutes. Let's see how this chicken's looking. After 10, we took and we flipped it. So our skin side was up. We took a spooned some of that mushroom sauce and bacon sauce right over the top of it. They are done. They look fabulous. We're gonna let these rest for a few minutes so those juices all stay in them, and then we'll get them out and get them plated and show you what that looks like. There you go, guys. Here is our chicken thigh with our bacon mushroom sauce. We don't do carbs, try not to, so there's no potatoes, no rice with this. If it was, it would be cauliflower roasted rice. But what we have instead is a summer squash and a zucchini split down the middle and put on the grill with some olive oil and salt and pepper on it. There you go. Bon appetit! And a little bit of Chardonnay to go with it. Remember, if you enjoyed this, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and thanks for watching, and that notification bell to see what's next. And don't forget to leave your comments down below.